Batter Cheteshwar Pujara hanged his boots after representing India over a decade at the international cricket. Pujara featured in 103 tests and 5 one-day internationals after his debut in 2010 against Australia. But the 37-year-old was dropped from the team in 2023 after a lean patch and failed to win back his place. Here's a report on his illustrious career.
Veteran batter Cheteshwar Pujara called time on his illustrious career after representing India over a decade but failing to win back his place in the last 2 years. His solid defence and a remarkable ability to play marathon innings made him an asset in Test cricket. The 37-year-old called it quits on social media, wearing the Indian jersey, singing the anthem and trying my best each time I stepped on the field. It is impossible to put into words what it truly meant, but as they say, all good things must come to an end. With immense gratitude, I have decided to retire from all forms of Indian cricket. Pujara played in 103 tests and 5 one-day matches in his international career spanning over a decade after he made his test debut against Australia in 2010. The batter notched up 7,195 test runs at an average of 43.60, including 19 hundreds. He last featured for India in the 2023 World Test Championship final against Australia. The high point of his career was in 2018-19 when India registered their maiden Test series victory in Australia. Pujara amassed 521 runs in 7 innings and was named Player of the Series. He batted a combined 11 hours in the opening test in Adelaide, scoring 123 and 71 in the series opener. A lean spell towards the end of his career diminished his average, but he leaves behind a legacy that would be admired for dedication and determination. Sports Desk, DD India.
And DD India correspondent Narayan Singh joins us on Cheteshwar Pujara announcing retirement from cricket. Hi Narayan, we saw some of the great batters of Indian cricket getting retired. Narayan, Virat Kohli, saw Rohit Sharma and now Cheteshwar Pujara. Certainly not a good day for the cricket lovers, especially for all the Cheteshwar Pujara fans. But how would you sum up Pujara's career?
If we talk about Pujara, you can't, we can say that Pujara, his stats and his number, Pujara is not that thing. If you take a look, his 100 and more test matches he has played and scored more than 7,000 runs. But if you take a look, the way he played for the India, it's not about the runs, but the kind of impact he got in the Indian cricket team. He was, after Rahul Dravid, who to just fill the number 3 spot.
Right.
So, Pujara was filling that spot since more than 10 years. If you take a look, he was a central figure in India's victory in the back-to-back Border Gavaskar Trophy in Australia, first in 2018-19 and after that in 2020-21. In 2018-19 series, he scored 300s in the Australian soil, and we can say that first time India registered a victory in the Indian soil. And if we take a look, his innings, the 123 runs he scored at the Adelaide Test ground, and in the second inning too, he scored 71 runs. So it shows that how important Pujara was for the Indian cricket team. And in that series, he faced 1,258 deliveries, the highest by any visiting batsman on the Australian soil. It shows the composure, the calmness, and we can say that the strong and tough mind of the Cheteshwar Pujara, because Test cricket is a different breed. And after that comes the 2 years later, in 2020 and 21 series. Who can forget that Brisbane Test match where he scored 56 runs for the Indian team? If you talk about 56 runs, it's not a big deal. It's not a century, not a double century.
I understand. But it's all about the situation where you're scoring those runs, Narayan. And you said that right. I completely agree with you that Cheteshwar Pujara's temperament and Cheteshwar Pujara's resilience is something the world talks about. He was a top-class test player. And like I was just mentioning, known for his temperament, resilience. Do you think any other player in the current Indian team, current Indian test team has that level of patience?
Cheteshwar Pujara is a different breed. You get such players only once in a generation. You can compare with him in the past players of the BVS Lakshman with Rahul Dravid. But right now, I don't see anything somewhat like Pujara, because
Okay.
if you take a look, the way I am mentioning is 56 runs knock.
Okay.
He took 211 deliveries to score those 56 runs.
I
And
understand.
he was just taking all the, we can say that the body blows to him. If we talk about the Australian bowling line.
Narayan, I want to ask you, what is your favorite memory of Cheteshwar Pujara?
Especially that inning. That's why I am rating it one of the best innings of the
Okay.
Cheteshwar Pujara.
Okay.
All the batsmen are going from one side, and that thing also allowed the other batsmen, especially the Rishabh Pant, to hit a match-winning knock of 86 run, around 80. The inning was all around 18. So I think if you talk about that knock, of Josh Hazlewood was there, Mitchell Starc was there, Pat Cummins was there. Just they are delivering the chin music, the body blows to the Indian cricketer. And at that point in time, we can say that it was a second fiddle team. All the players were
Okay.
got injured,
Okay.
and India was just struggling to collect their playing 11. In that situation, India won that match, and
Yeah,
playing
I understand.
211 deliveries in the single
Okay.
test match. It's a big thing.
Definitely. We as a cricket fans, Narayan, are certainly not happy with Cheteshwar Pujara's retirement, but definitely we wish him all the very, very best in his career ahead. And we leave it there, Narayan. Thank you so much.